Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel once again. I am Robert Storms. As always, if you're finding me for the very first time, please be sure to click that like and subscribe button. So we heard about this Green Lantern show for a long time now. Supposed to be coming to HBO Max. That's one of the reasons why a lot of people got HBO Max, other than the Snyder Cut. So actually, it's one of the reasons, people, okay? Just bear with me. Well, we finally getting confirmation on when the Green Lantern show may be filming, and according to a founder and production list, Green Lantern will start shooting in LA on April 12th. So that's good, so hopefully by next month, we're going to get some Green Lantern stuff, finally start shooting. I'm actually really looking forward to Green Lantern. I like Green Lantern. I like the fact that this is also going to be starring Guy Gardner, Jessica Cruz, Simon Boz. If you haven't read Green Lantern Rebirth with Jessica Cruz and Simon Boz, I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. If you're someone who suffers from anxiety or suffers from some other things, definitely read Green Lantern. It's very, very good. It doesn't try to hit you over the head with any kind of agenda or anything like that. It's just a really good comic book about these two characters who are polar opposite of each other, and they are trying to deal with the real life situation of themselves, as well as trying to be superheroes and being part of the Green Lantern Corps, which I really enjoy. So I have high hopes for this series. My only negative is Jeff Johns is involved, but Jeff Johns was also involved with Stargirl, so he's kind of hit and miss. I'm hoping this is one of his hits. He is one of the greatest Green Lantern writers ever, so to have him involved in this, that is at least good because he does know that universe. So I'm super excited that coming this April, we're finally going to start filming this. So hopefully we get this series on HBO Max by at least early 2022. That's my hope for it, because right now HBO Max isn't really drawing me with a lot of their content. Yes, they got movies coming out. They got Kong versus Godzilla. They have Mortal Kombat. They have the Snyder Cut coming. But as for series, they really do not have anything, at least until Titans Season 3 comes out. And you all know how I feel about Titans. Titans is either up or down. It's like all around. And, that series is kind of like a hit and miss as well. So there's really not a whole lot coming out until Green Lantern comes out. That's the exclusive show that is really drawing a lot of people in, including me, including some of my friends. So having a film in April, that's a good thing for me. It needs to wash out that Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie. Although I will say the Ryan Reynolds Green Lantern movie isn't as bad as people make it sound. It's not good. Don't get my words twisted, but it's not as bad as a lot of people make it sound. I think people kind of hit it over the head too many times, and it's not god-awful. Just, the final boss being a cloud and stuff, that was kind of awful. But I thought Ryan Reynolds did a really good job. But we haven't, DC really hasn't done much with Green Lantern other than the Green Lantern cameo and the Justice League movie that came out in theaters. There really hasn't been much, and to be honest with you, that was probably the best thing about Justice League, was that Green Lantern cameo. But, yeah, so I'm super excited for this Jessica Cruz, Simon Boz, and Guy Gardner-led Green Lantern show. I want to get HBO Max just for that. It's something that I've been wanting to watch since it was first announced, and then COVID hit, and then everything got kind of put on the back burner. But I'm super excited for this series, and I'm looking forward to seeing if Jeff Johns can redeem himself, at least with me. I know a lot of people like Jeff Johns, but when you kind of see some of his track record, whether it be with Titans, Wonder Woman 1984, you start looking at some of this stuff and you're like, oh man, you kind of hit and miss. But then he does stuff like Stargirl and you're like, okay, well maybe they're not so bad. So I guess it depends on the material, and nobody knows Green Lantern more than Jeff Johns. Let's just be real with that. So anyway, guys, filming in April. What do you guys think? Are you excited for it? Are you going to be getting HBO Max just for the Green Lantern series? Be sure to leave your comments in the comment box below. Until next time, as always, I'm Robert Storms, and that's my opinion. Later, guys.